What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Anthony.park and today we're in the West Village checking out a $21 million townhouse right behind me. As you can see, this was an old fire station and why don't we go check it out. I will say this is going to be one of the most eclectic townhouses you've ever seen, including probably the city's only private jazz club downstairs, which we're gonna head to right away. All right, so you can go living room up there, but here, if we step inside, I wanted to give you, a sense of what the car garage door looks like from in here and the scale of this room, because it is a 4-car garage. Not only that, it is immaculately clean. And so if you wanted to renovate this and change into additional living quarters, you could. But I won't keep you waiting. Let's go check out the jazz club. Right when you step in, you have the tassels, you have this theme of fire, yellow. You know it's gonna be wild with this dramatic entrance of a curtain. Don't you feel like you already start hearing the music? Wow. This is so impressive. I haven't been to too many jazz clubs in the city, but I would think that this ranks in the top. The attention to detail, the heavy set mood that's in here, the drapery, the colors of red, it feels saturated in history. I can only imagine the music that was played here, none of which that I can play, but let's talk about what we're seeing here. So everything custom made, whether it's the sconces, the murals, there was a painter that was invited to paint these. The chairs, all individually picked. Here, in order to cover the elevator mechanical entrance, you have a chainmail curtain. And then let's look at the ceiling. You have arched ceilings made out of quartz. You have some exposed metal beams. You have the brick along this entire wall. Not to mention the floors. It's that like the gunky floors that you find in a club or a bar. Everything here was made to imitate the highest quality of a club. Even the bathroom, you're not going too far out. By the way, it's called Reds. You have the Yves Saint Laurent marble countertop. Nice little banquet in the back. And then office here, wine cellar back here. You can take a quick look at. And then we're not gonna go up the same way, but we'll go up these spiral staircases. All right, so now we're coming up on the other side of the townhouse. So you have 2 points of entry. Here is what we call a lounge, a media room. I think it's a good extension of the jazz club downstairs. Let's say you want a breather, you want a break, you come up here. You have, again, so much creativity in every piece. This is a steel beam hung on one end, and it is lifted up by a rock down here, but it acts as a wet bar. Maybe I'll stick with a lemon for today. And then you actually can't see, but there's a sink here as well on the other side if you want to swing over real quick. And shelving as well. So you can keep things hidden. Now, something to note is that the lot next to us is an empty lot, and theoretically, this building is not landmarked, so you could open this up, whether it be sliding glass windows or walls. And then you also have this skylight that leads directly to your backyard, which we'll go visit very shortly. But come follow me. Now, there is an elevator that travels the 4 floors. It's not here yet, but let me call it. We are on the 2nd floor. This is the main floor, the entertaining floor. Split up into 2 parts. We're gonna go to the interior first. Now you have some really tall ceilings here. We're looking at about 15 feet, and these aren't even the highest in the room. So we have your Miele appliances, but again, a display of the character of this home. All of the wood paneling, whether it's the cabinetry, the countertops, or the island, are of this colorful pattern that looks like a combination of crayons and solid colors. Why don't you take a look? On top of that, you have the breakfast counter that's underlit. Another little nice sense of a little splash of fun. And then as you come across, we have the hooded vent and then your 6-burner stove. And all across, there's just so much storage. And then facing the interior, you have these very large windows centered by this French door that opens up into your very generous, very large backyard outdoor space. Look at this unique awning too. It's like a play on, you know those geographical maps? That's what it looks like. And then you don't have to focus on this, but this is the skylight that we saw downstairs in that lounge media room earlier. Oh, which, by the way, you could extend if you wanted more light downstairs. And let's pop back in. For any casual dining, you have a banquette here, where you can have your breakfast, enjoy your coffee, all in the theme of orange, at least this part of the home. Come follow me. I want you guys to see this bathroom. From there, it may not look so special, but come on in. Come on in. Look at this wall. These are like folded newspapers or magazines that they have plastered all around. It's quite incredible. Even the mirror on the other side. It kind of takes up the amount of space I can see myself, but it does the job. All right, and now let's step into the 26-foot ceiling living room, double height, with skylights running parallel. The light is gleaming in now. We have a full wall of brick, your formal dining table here. You have so much space that they decided to cascade a wall of mirrors. And then as you move into the formal seating area, because you have this enormous fireplace, you have tons of firewood here. No chopping needed for this fireplace. This one is, I'd say maybe like 5'10". And then for the curtains, although they do have blackout curtains behind this, this is charcoal. What I know about charcoal, at least what my mom has always told me, is that it is great for air circulation. And we're looking right across on Morton Street, and we're currently on the 2nd floor. Another thing I wanted to point out is the plaster. All of this is custom. It's plaster, but it's painted like to give it a steel ore effect. And then you also have the exposed beams. Remember, this was a fire station. And so all of this was done custom to the owner's taste. And we're gonna head upstairs, but I want you to get an angle from right over there because I want you to see both floors exposed and also the centerpiece column here. As much as I want to show you this whole picture, come here for a second, because I've never seen this in any apartment ever. They have yarn or wool lining every handrail in the entire home. It's wild. All right, let's go upstairs. All right, so we're now on the 2nd floor. I'm gonna check out the bedrooms. There are a total of 3 bedrooms, 2 of which are on this floor. This is the primary, large, white, open. Check out this chandelier. It's like, kind of reminds me of Avatar, except a mechanical version of it. These back windows are overlooking your backyard, and then it's actually connected to your walk-in closet. It's an open concept. So you have some storage here, which you don't need to see, it's empty currently. And then you have velvet and soft walk-through closet, which leads you into more storage, and then your equally colorful bathroom with mosaic floors. These look like jewels or gemstones. It is all throughout. So you're gonna see it in the shower, you're gonna see it when you're on the toilet. But as if that wasn't enough, there's even more detail here within the sink itself. Dragons. It looks like a burning castle. But then you also have the standard marble throughout as well. Let's head out and see the other bedroom. But why don't we check out the living room from this vantage as well. To my left is a laundry room, which is quite a game changer these days, giving you the space to make a mess over there. And your street facing second guest bedroom. It's standard, but the bathroom is not standard. Because this is the first and only time I've ever seen turf being used as flooring. It is black turf. I don't know if I would want to step on that with my bare feet, but I'm sure it absorbs the water well. You have a medicine cabinet, different polished stone here for your countertop, and an enclosed bathtub / shower. And now we're gonna head up to the final floor, which is the rooftop floor. As if we had a shortage of skylights, we have another one here. That's why I'm getting all this glow. Right as you turn the corner, you get a glimpse of your rooftop. I love how they opened it up because then it brings in all this light after you walk a very short corridor. You have the final room, which is a sunroom, and right now the sun is upon us. It actually comes with its own ensuite bath, which is tucked away in this corner behind a sliding glass door. You can enjoy a coffee here, read a book, but come step out. If you thought we didn't have any more outdoor space, we do. And this one is actually even larger than the one downstairs, barricaded with the shrubbery here. That's it for today's tour. I hope you enjoyed touring 78 Morton, a renovated fire station that is now currently listed for $21 million. I'll include the details in the description below if you're interested. Thank you again to the listing agents, Jeremy Stein and Cat Trap, for giving us access into this beautiful property. If you haven't seen my other videos, go check them out, whether it's tours or luxury experiences. I'd love to have you there. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next one. Peace.